Hello and welcome to Dota News Daily, the only daily news show that isn't allowed in your playgrounds or schools. TSM announces that it will be pausing esports efforts due to liquidity issues, taking after their former partner FTX. Whether this affects their now major qualifying Dota 2 team, or was in fact the news Suns fan was talking about, remains to be seen. The Hellraisers organization also released their Dota roster, now called X-Hellraisers. Despite being X's, they still dream about each other. Towards the final week of the tour, many players were engaging in the Mustache buff, boosting your charisma, looks, and MMR. Shopify Rebellion player Crit recently discovered a long-known Blink Dagger mechanic. This may allow Arteezy to finally win a Valve event. Two popular Dota talents, MLP and Fear, have filed a restraining order against each other after a tragic yet compelling lovers to enemies and then back to lovers, but now a kind of push and pull dynamic that feels so wrong yet so right at the same time. Wait, I'm reading the wrong document. Forget all of that. Ugh. Big allegations came from an undercover investigation into a match-fixing and gambling ring in Europe. These allegations accuse former Windstrike Academy coach Anton Monoton of organizing bettings on fixed matches, including Dawn Gaming versus IG in China, Theath Gaming from North America, and YNT Sigma from Eastern Europe. They also accuse Lil Screep, famous for getting players banned through account sharing, of being behind the scenes of this operation too, as well as Cybercats carry Alberica in both Hydra's 4 and 5 positions, Levitin and Happy Durara respectively. Alberica reportedly was roped into these schemes after Anton helped him lose his virginity. While all these current allegations could lead to another sweep of bans from Valve, what really needs to happen is an overhaul of the system. The current way money's allotted in the DPC is too top-heavy. It pressures players into making uncomfortable decisions financially. If there was more opportunity and a more even spread of money across the scene, there would be less incentive for teams not in the 1% of the world to try to cheat to make a living or to get laid. The DPC season has concluded with TIE Fighters in Europe. No, Jawbreakers in Europe. Who writes this stuff? Tiebreakers in Europe concluded with Nigma Galaxy and Manaspa dropping to Division 2 and OG creating their own lower bracket run environment to come back after a 0-4 season to qualify to the Berlin Major. In North America, things continue as normal as Shopify Rebellion and TSM qualify to the Major. Southeast Asia sees the success of SMG qualifying to the Major alongside Execration and Talon. In Eastern Europe, BetBoom, Team Spirit, and now former Hellraisers return to the international stage, while legendary org Na'Vi and newcomer Darkside are denied a return to Division 1 as they drop down to Division 2. In China, the four organizations of PSG LGD, Extreme Gaming, Invictus Gaming, and Team Aster qualify to the Major, and we're pretty sure no one cheated to get there this time. And last but not least, no surprises in South America as Evil Geniuses and Beast Coast reprise their role as dark horses going into Berlin. That's all the DPC news, but I'd be remiss not to mention legendary Studio Beyond the Summit concluding their final event. It's so fucked up that this news is just sad. I can't make a joke about it. It just sucks. Thank you for joining me at Dota News Daily. I'm your host, Wesley Affair, and you can catch me hosting DPC coverage throughout the season over at twitch.tv/WesleyAffair. As always, thank you.